The phrase movie magic about to take on a whole new meaning in Northeast Ohio. Let's talk with Brian McIntyre this morning. He is at the place that's going to have big things happening later on today. Hi there, how you doing?
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good. This is Magic Johnson's newest movie theater. He's got 3 or 4 of them all over the country, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Houston, and this is the latest one right here in North Randall, the greater Cleveland area. Now, this place has a real Hollywood feel to it. It's very nice. I actually got to go inside yesterday. Now, to you and I, this may be a very cool place to see a movie, but to the mall overall, it means something totally different.
A day ago, this place wasn't even finished, but that hasn't stopped Magic himself from doing a bit of bragging about his newest theater.
12 screens, stadium seating, rocking chair, state-of-the-art theater, but also concession stand. You can get buffalo wings, you can get fried chicken, you can get shrimp, you can get french fries, pizza, everything. We have a wall of fame, and so it's really a great theater.
But Magic isn't the only guy puffing out his chest.
It has played a great role in improving morale among all the tenants and our everyday customers at Randall Park Mall, and it certainly improved my morale greatly.
Over the past year and a half, management has added a lot of new things to this mall: an indoor theme park, an outlet department store, a hip, trendy coffee shop, a new food court, and more. Magic's big new movie house is the latest step on the revitalization path.
The overall tenant sales, I predict, will be up 5 to 10%. But I won't be at all surprised if we see as high as 20% increases after the theater is open.
Now, you heard Magic talking about the concession stand. They've got everything you can possibly imagine. You know, it's like dinner and a movie, one-stop shopping. If you've got a really cheap date, you know, I guess that works out for you. 61,000 square feet, 3,000 seats, 12 screens. This is going to be the place to be. The grand opening, Tanya, is later on this morning at about 10 o'clock, and we hope to be here.
I don't know about cheap date. I mean, come on. It can be pretty expensive to go to the movies and
yeah, but it's not like going to a French foo-foo restaurant and then the movie, you know what I mean?
Which we know you do all the time.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Okay, it looks like it's going to be a great time later on today, and what a boost to the area.
And Magic will be here himself.
And that is very significant, so we look forward to seeing him. Thanks a lot.
You got it.
6:11 is the time. Movie magic taking on a whole new meaning here in Northeast Ohio today. Basketball great Magic Johnson has opened state-of-the-art theaters in Los Angeles, Houston, and Atlanta. Today he will open his 4th right here in greater Cleveland, and that is where we find Good Morning Cleveland's Brian McIntyre, our own star this morning, joining us live from the Randall Park Mall. You know I mean it.
Oh, I know you do.
Look, you can't take a compliment, Brian.
Other people, I'm not sure, but I know you mean it. I was in there yesterday, Tanya. It's a very nice place, 61,000 square feet, 12 screens, 3,000 seats. To you and me, this may be just a cool new place to see a movie, but to the mall overall, it's a start or the next step toward a bright future.
A day ago, this place wasn't even finished, but that hasn't stopped Magic himself from doing a bit of bragging about his newest theater.
12 screens, stadium seating, rocking chair, state-of-the-art theater, but also concession stand. You can get buffalo wings, you can get fried chicken, you can get shrimp, you can get french fries, pizza, everything. We have a wall of fame, and so it's really a great theater.
But Magic isn't the only guy puffing out his chest.
It has played a great role in improving morale among all the tenants and our everyday customers at Randall Park Mall, and it certainly improved my morale greatly.
Over the past year and a half, management has added a lot of new things to this mall: an indoor theme park, an outlet department store, a hip, trendy coffee shop, a new food court, and more. Magic's big new movie house is the latest step on the revitalization path.
The overall tenant sales, I predict, will be up 5 to 10%. But I won't be at all surprised if we see as high as 20% increases after the theater is open.
Now, this is a very cool place, and you can see the concession stand right there. They've got everything all set to go. Just a day ago, as we said, it wasn't even prepared yet, but you got the work staff in there. They're walking around doing their thing. Grand opening is at about 10 o'clock today, Tanya. Of course, News Channel 5 will be on the scene, and hopefully we'll get to talk to Magic himself.
Oh, I'm sure that he would certainly allow you to do that, because he's very proud of this new theater happening. Glad to be back in Cleveland visiting.
Absolutely.
Not playing, but visiting, yeah.
He should be proud, because this is a very, very nice facility. Nice boost for the mall and the neighborhood.
Yes, indeed. And he had some nice things to say about the Cavs, too. So we love Magic, and we're glad that he's bringing his theater to Cleveland. Thanks a lot, Brian.
You got it.
A magic show in town, and it's one that nobody's going to want to miss. Instead of a disappearing act, this magic show is all about the man.
The man, Irvin Magic Johnson. He is the basketball great in town to open his newest Magic Johnson Theater at Randall Park Mall. And that's where Bill Sappos is this morning with some friends. Hello, Bill.
Good morning, Mike and Cynthia. Do I get a T-shirt? I said that's all you had to say. But anyway, yeah, a lot of folks have been showing up for those free T-shirts we've been giving away. Magic Johnson will be here at 10 o'clock this morning. Much anticipated move today. The big theater, Magic Theater, opens up. Look at that marquee. Isn't that cool? Like something you would see in Hollywood, maybe. Yeah, right on Hollywood Boulevard at the corner of La Brea there. Pretty cool. Very neat stuff. You know, Magic Johnson actually arrived in town earlier this week, coming into the airport there on Monday. He's been making appearances all around town, of course, at the Cavs game last night. Couldn't miss that. But he's been doing a lot of charity work, too. Here he is at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital, passing out the high fives to kids. He's been all around town. But, of course, the big news, his theater. Hey, we have a sneak peek of what it looks like inside. We're not supposed to show you this, but we went up to the window and shot it anyway. There you go. Isn't that cool? Pretty neat. State-of-the-art stuff in there. 12 big theaters with stadium seating. There's a shot of all the flicks that are playing out here today. Of course, the big premiere for the public tonight at 6 o'clock. It's the new Denzel Washington movie, Hurricane. Pretty cool, but all sorts of other ones playing there, too. All sorts of flicks for the kids, including Toy Story 2. Got to go out and see that one, according to my nephews anyway. Pokemon, all kinds of theaters, all kinds of movies, I should say, playing out here. Again, 12 theaters. The premiere for the public, 6 o'clock tonight. Magic Johnson's going to be here at 10 o'clock. And pretty neat stuff. Everybody all excited about this, and it's finally here, guys.
Very excited. All right, thank you, Bill. Okay. I wonder if any of those T-shirts are left.
Yeah, he didn't mention that.
Yeah.
It seems like they're all, like, left.
And the kickoff to a huge celebration was complete with a big celebrity today in Cleveland. It's the grand opening celebration of the Magic Johnson Theaters at Randall Park Mall. The MJT in the Midwest featuring all stadium seats and 12 movie screens there. The man himself made an appearance for the celebration. Irvin Magic Johnson was there to join in the fun. As we said, this is Magic's last stop on a 4-day tour of Cleveland.
It is official. Magic Johnson's 4th state-of-the-art movie theater is open for business right here in the greater Cleveland area at Randall Park Mall. News Channel 5's Brian McIntyre was on hand for the grand opening. He joins us live from North Randall. Brian, was it magical?
It was magical. And I must say, Tanya, before I go any farther, that I can tell you that Magic Johnson is an extremely nice guy. I did get to speak with him, and that was a lot of fun. But this place was packed. He seems to be excited, and the community, it would seem, is most definitely standing behind him. Now, the tearing of the ticket instead of the cutting of the ribbon, well, that happened a little, not quite 2 hours ago. Cleveland joins Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Houston on the list of markets where Magic has built his theaters. This facility is 61,000 plus square feet. It houses 12 screens and 3,000 big airline-style seats that rock back and forth. And oh, the concessions, let me tell you, every goodie you can think of. Fried chicken, quesadillas, buffalo wings, and that's only the beginning. You know, mall management here at Randall Park has been working with success over the past year to revitalize this shopping center, adding 20 new businesses, including this theater. Magic says the community must continue that upward trend.
I have done my part. Now it's up to you to do your part. And the only thing I ask you to do is come in and cry, laugh, have a good time, but just respect one another and take care of the building. That's it.
Now I'm going to walk on over here and check out what we got. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. The popcorn seems to be pretty good. We're trying the popcorn. We got the Coke. I tell you what, this place opens. Thank you very much. Today at 4:30, the doors will open. And, well, the popcorn's good anyway. Tanya, you need to come over and check this out.
Popcorn back with you. I'll get to the theater. I think I know what you're going to be doing right after you're done with work today.
What can I say? I'm having a good time out here.
Enjoy the movie, Brian. Take care.
Take it easy.
Have a good afternoon. All right.
All right, turn the corner, lighten things up for you right now. Randall Park Mall being hit by a little bit of magic today.
Yeah, and we're not talking about a magic show, but Magic Johnson, the former basketball star, is opening a brand new movie theater.
Who's taller, Kevin Freeman or Magic?
Magic is, trust me, by several inches, and I'm 6'3". I talked to him one-on-one. He's much taller than I am.
He's very tall.
Yeah, but it's an exciting time here in North Randall. We get the first look inside the Magic Johnson theaters. As you can see, the popcorn is all filled up here. We've got the pretzels ready. Right now, there are a lot of VIPs and a lot of community leaders and a couple of students from some local schools here for this grand opening. Now, a lot of the VIPs right now are inside watching Hurricane with Denzel Washington. Now, this morning, Magic kicked off the opening ceremonies at the entrance inside the mall. He says the new 12-screen Cineplex will revitalize the North Randall area as well as Randall Park Mall. Now, the theater has stadium seating, state-of-the-art sound systems, and it is the fourth Magic Johnson theater in the country. So what he's saying that people won't just be here entertaining, but they will also be giving a lot to this community. Now, Magic told the huge crowds that came out to see him and the theaters that they won't find a movie theater that tops this one.
We are going to have a good time. First run movies. I know you had a 2-plex or 3-plex before, but no longer. You got a 12-plex now. We got some rocking chair seats. Some high back seats. Your cup holder that holds your soda when you want to bring your date, you can remove it and it becomes love seats in there.
As you see, lots of amenities here. This is a very bright, very colorful inside here. It opens to the public at 4:30 this evening. The first movie runs at 6 o'clock. Ticket prices, I'm sure you want to know, $7 for adults. And Magic says, Bill and Stephanie, that he will be back here. He'll be back here to check on the place, and he'll also be back to watch a few movies with everyone.
Speaking for all parents, there ain't no cup holder being removed from any seat to turn it into a love anything.
Hey, Kevin, you have to end your report with,
You got it. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Kev.
Get me all nervous here. Talking about dating.
Katie will never be at that movie theater.
Lock her in the house. Did James...
His fame and fortune on the basketball court, where he worked his magic for sports fans all over the country.
Now he's taking that magic touch to the Randall Park Mall. We're talking, of course, about Irvin Magic Johnson. And Ben Holbert is standing by live at Randall Park Mall with this magic moment. Hello, Ben.
Oh, very nice. Good afternoon, Mike and Cynthia, and welcome to Showtime. Behind me, you can see the Magic Johnson Theaters, and we all know, as you just mentioned, that he did a fantastic job playing basketball in the NBA for the LA Lakers, but now he's taking his show on the road in the world of business. The Warrensville Heights Marching Band set the tone for the upbeat and magical day. CBS 19 News sports anchor Ronnie Duncan served as the master of ceremonies. Now, the Magic Johnson Theaters will have 61,000 square feet of fun and 12 big screens to watch a movie on. The cost to see a movie is $7 for adults and $4.50 for children and seniors. Magic Johnson Theaters is a 50-50 partnership with Lowe's Complex to develop theaters in the inner city.
Minorities deserve complexes like this, theaters like this. They deserve family entertainment, but they also deserve the best customer service in the business. And not only that, but also respect. We work hard. Like
Magic Johnson, a very graceful and gracious gentleman this afternoon. And Mike and Cynthia, one thing he wanted me to tell you, when you finish getting off the air today anchoring the newscast, you can stop on by here at about 4:30. The doors will open. That's where you'll be able to see Pokemon and also Toy Story 2. If you're not able to do that, a little bit later on, I go one-on-one with Magic Johnson, and you can see that interview tonight on CBS 19 News at 6. Our sister station, Channel 43, tonight, also at 10 o'clock. And we may have a little bit of magic again for you tonight at 11. Back to you guys in the studio.
Now, when he says one-on-one, he means with a microphone, not a basketball.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You know, Ben's looking kind of nice there. He brought him a brand new suit. He's looking really good there.
And I'm not going to Pokemon, sorry. Not gonna happen.
Maybe Toy Story 2, because you say you want to see that, right?
I do.
A medical...
First a giant in the world of sports, now a giant in the entertainment industry, and he came to town to spread a bit of magic. After all, it is his name.
Magic Johnson came to Randall Park Mall to oversee the grand opening of his 4th movie theater. News Channel 5's Brian McIntyre was there with Magic and the hundreds who came to show him their support.
He came to our school yesterday, so I thanked him for that. Now I presented him with a T-shirt.
And then he kissed you.
Yes, then he kissed me.
What do you think of that?
That was cool.
Cicely Henry was one of the fortunate few to get close to Magic Johnson today. Did you get a good picture of Magic?
No, I couldn't get close enough.
Oh.
That's why I came. I was willing to take off from work just to get his picture.
But Valina can still focus on the bigger picture. This theater could be a boost for Randall Park Mall.
This will revitalize it. This will bring it back.
That's the spell Magic hopes to cast.
It's going to help it because you're driving in maybe 1 million or so people in the door, so that means that if they're coming through our doors, it's going to go into the mall.
And Magic himself promises only the best.
Brand new 12 screens. It's going to be really secure for everybody, so all the families can feel safe. And you know, we got one of the best concession stands in all of America, where you can get French fries, popcorn, shrimp, fried chicken, everything.
This place is state-of-the-art, right down to the seats. Not only do they sort of rock back and forth, but it's designed so that even when a guy as tall as Magic Johnson comes into the theater and sits down in front of you, you can still see the screen.
That's right.
It's a formula that works in Atlanta, Houston, and L.A.
Now I'm a part of Cleveland.
And that is music to lots of ears.
We got the Magic Theaters now, coming with a new attitude. It's coming for me, it's coming for you.
Yo, Magic, we'd like to say thank you. We love you, man.
In North Randall, I'm Brian McIntyre, News Channel 5.
The theater is 61,000 square feet, has 12 screens and 3,000 seats. Its doors opened less than an hour ago. I love the layout of the seats, and, you know, sounds like what they're serving at their concession stands are pretty good, too.
In the words of Magic Johnson, that's right.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Bill. It was a day filled with magic at Randall Park Mall, the grand opening of the new Magic Johnson Theaters. The basketball superstar is in town cutting the ribbon on the Cineplex, designed to bring new life to the mall. Fox 8 News reporter Kevin Freeman is at the new theater with more. Kevin?
Well, Stacey, the doors opened about an hour ago, and as you can see, there are several curious moviegoers already beginning to file in. Now, the first movie starts at about 6 o'clock tonight. Now, this is supposed to be more than just an entertainment complex. Magic Johnson says he also hopes it is an economic boom for the village of North Randall and the greater Cleveland area. Now, this morning, Magic Johnson tore the first ticket to formally open this new theater. The new 12-screen Cineplex brings jobs and money to the North Randall area and new life to a mall that had been on the downswing. Each theater has stadium seating, state-of-the-art sound systems, and according to Magic, the biggest screen is the largest in the state of Ohio. Magic told the crowds of fans, VIPs, and others who showed up for the opening ceremonies that they'd be hard-pressed to find a movie theater better than this one.
I know you had a 2-plex or a 3-plex before, but no longer. You got a 12-plex now. We got some rocking chair seats. Some high back seats. Your cup holder that holds your soda when you want to bring your date, you can remove it and it becomes love seats in there.
Now, a group of VIPs watched Hurricane by Denzel Washington earlier today during a special screening. And in about 30 minutes, some of the movies you can see, Toy Story 2, Pokemon, and Sleepy Hollow, they are some of the first-run movies that will be showing here starting in about 30 minutes. Stacey, coming up at 6, we'll talk one-on-one with Magic Johnson and find out also how customers feel about the theater and about the prospects for boosting the economic situation here in North Randall and the greater Cleveland area.
Kevin, he just seems like such a genuinely nice guy. It's great to have an endeavor by him here in the Cleveland area.
It is, Stacey. I met him. He is absolutely the nicest person you'd ever want to meet. And as a matter of fact, he is supposed to be here in a few minutes to greet some of the moviegoers who come here. That's the type of person he is. He's going to greet the first few moviegoers who come in here tonight. So, yeah, as you say, a very nice person.
Okay, we look forward to your interview at 6. Thanks, Kevin.
All right.
As a parent, I want that cup holder down and in its locked position at all times.
I'm liking the cup holder.
Also, yesterday we had these...
Well, Magic Johnson came to town to try to cast his spell on Cleveland with his Magic Johnson movie theaters.
The former basketball superstar flashed his winning smile at Randall Park Mall, the location of his newest movie theaters. Magic tells the crowd that everything at his picture shows is first-rate.
We got big screens, stadium seating. You got popcorn, shrimp, chicken, French fries, and some hot sauce.
Shrimp at the movies? Come on. It's the first Magic Johnson Theater in the Midwest, and it features stadium seating, high-back chairs, and shrimp. The theaters will show first-run movies, and the doors open today at 4:30.
Well,
He was a giant on the basketball court, and tonight Magic Johnson is hoping his new Cineplex will be a slam dunk that will help a local mall rebound. Fox 8 News reporter Kevin Freeman joins us live now from Randall Park Mall, site of the new Magic Johnson Theaters. Kevin.
That's right, Tim. It's bright, it's brand new, and quite colorful. Now, Magic Johnson just a few minutes ago was here greeting some of the moviegoers as they showed up for the opening of his new movie theater. He just walked out of the building just a couple of minutes ago, but the people are still coming in. The theaters are full, some of them, and the movies are playing on lots of the screens here. Magic says that this complex isn't just about entertainment, though. He says it's also about economic empowerment.
1, 2, 3.
Marching bands, mall shoppers, and magic. Quite a grand opening for the Magic Johnson Theaters at Randall Park Mall. 12-screen theater features stadium seating and state-of-the-art sound. Sure, it has the regular popcorn, candy, and pretzels, but you can also enjoy some not-so-traditional movie food.
You got popcorn, shrimp, chicken, French fries, and some hot sauce.
But the most important thing it does is draw people and money to Randall Park Mall.
Now other retailers will come in. That means more jobs for the people here. That means better tenants too as well. And now the mall is back booming again.
Magic says he's trying to do that in urban areas nationwide. He believes North Randall was underserved. Area residents can also get more inside than entertainment.
You can get your high blood pressure checked. You'll be able to, we'll have readings for the kids. We'll have computer classes for the kids. We'll have a lot of different programs that will help the community as well as the young people that live around here.
It's not all the time that we get people to come into our community to invest $12 million for family entertainment.
People who got a sneak peek inside agree.
There's a lot to do in this mall than just come to the movie theaters. A lot of, besides the stores, you have that playground upstairs. There's a lot to do in the mall, and it's got to bring people to the mall.
There's not a lot of jobs for, you know, like high school and entry-level positions is right here. If they looking for a job, they can get it here.
Magic says kids will benefit from the project, and of course, moviegoers too.
We got some rocking chair seats. Some high back seats. Your cup holder that holds your soda when you want to bring your date, you can remove it and it becomes love seats in there.
Now there you are. There are some of the movies playing here at the Magic Johnson Movie Theater. Movies like Pokemon, Toy Story 2, a lot of first-run movies here for people in this area to come and enjoy. Now I tell you, Magic Johnson is perhaps one of the warmest, down-to-earth people that you could possibly meet. And it is not over for him. He says he is going to come back here from time to time, watch movies, and just check on his building, Tim. And also, there is a Magic Johnson Starbucks right outside the mall entrance, and he says he's also getting into Magic Johnson TGI Fridays and other restaurants. So he has a lot more ahead of him, Tim.
He really is a superstar who is very accessible.
Exactly. I mean, you should have seen all the people around him, and he shook everyone's hand and took pictures and gave autographs to anyone who asked. I mean, very, very warm, and the people here just love him.
Kevin Freeman reporting live. Thanks, Kevin.
Excuse me for
and
sneezing.
God bless you,
Why am I
Roma.
talking? Excuse me. I try to hold it back. All right.
A big name is in town to unveil a new project every moviegoer will love. I guess you could say it's a magic moment in Cleveland tonight. Do you believe in magic? We do. Sure. Right, Denise? Yeah, well, tonight moviegoers are expecting a magic moment as they head out to Randall Mall for the first run of Pokemon and Toy Story 2 at the new Magic Johnson Theater there.
And Magic wants a family-friendly environment. Our Ben Holbert joins us now, and it seems that Magic has scored big again. Hey, Ben?
Well, you're absolutely right, Denise. I got my ticket. I got my popcorn. Welcome to showtime. The people that you see behind me are the people who are going to be first in line to see Magic Johnson do his thing once again. As you all know, he did fabulous, fabulous things on the basketball court, but now he's weaving his way into business.
I have to say, it is a pleasure to meet you in person.
Magic Johnson receiving a hero's welcome. He got the first ceremonial admission ticket. His theater featured 12 huge movie screens and more amenities than you can think of. The 50-50 partnership with Lowell Cineplex is aimed at bringing first-rate feature films to serve the African-American market.
It's awesome, it's amazing, it's wonderful, it's about time.
The best thing about this, it's a quality atmosphere from top to bottom.
Now, when you go to most movie theaters, basically you get yourself a pop like Princess is putting together there, or you can get some Raisinets or some popcorn. But when you come to the Magic Johnson theaters, hey, take a look at this. Thank you, Charles. This is what's on the menu. Johnson's worth more than $200 million with theaters, restaurants, a bank, a production company, and even more. And he wants pro players to follow his footsteps.
To say, look, you're making this type of money, now invest it. But invest it in our community because your return is going to be high.
We also surprised Magic with a pic of his best friend, Cleveland's favorite son, my wife's cousin.
This is the cousin right here, Arsenio.
Yeah, that's Arsenio Hall, a Cleveland Sun. Now, another thing I want to let you know about as well, 100 people are employed thanks to Magic Johnson here, and this is also a $12 million investment for Randall Park Mall. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, Ben. Well, Magic's doing everything right, including that Arsenio Hall. We managed to spot another... Yeah, I'll work on it, thanks. We did spot another celebrity at the opening of the Magic Johnson Theater today. Front and center among the scores on hand for today's celebration, none other than our own CBS 19 sports anchor, Ronnie Duncan. Ronnie served as the master of ceremony for the event. This indeed was a special day for everybody involved, and Cleveland is just the 4th city to land one of Magic Johnson's national theater chains.
Well, after seeing the chicken tenders, I say Magic open one on the west side, too.
Yeah, let's do it. Look
Get
good.
them all over town.
Right.
Well, if some...
Joining us after a very magical day.
Yeah, hobnobbing with the goober scoochers.
That's right. You know, he's a big guy. If
He's
you've ever
huge.
seen Magic Johnson, he is tall, humongous. You know what? Magic talked to me today, and we talked about Sean Kemp. You know, Sean Kemp has a little weight problem. Now, Magic knows a lot about basketball. You see, he won a high school title, 5 NBA championships, a college title, not to mention an Olympic gold medal. So when I talked to him about Sean Kemp and take a look at the video, Magic was more than happy to tell me, you know what, Roddy? I think you're right. Sean could use a diet.
I know Sean if he drops to 20 or whatever pounds, I don't know how much he's overweight, can be an all-star again. And I know he's feeling disappointed about his weight right now, especially everybody's talking about it. And the more Sean is effective, the better the team will be. And so I know he's taking it personally, and he wants to get back. So now he has to now buckle down, watch what he eats, get proper rest, and be the all-star that he's capable of being.
Watch what you eat. Get proper rest. Charles Barkley.
Well, the Cavaliers travel to I shouldn't say the Windy City, to Indianapolis tomorrow night for a contest with the Pacers. Mark Bryant, with a strained quad tendon, may be able to go, while Lamont Murray will play after fighting the flu bug. But what about Bob? Bob Sir has endured criticism the past few years. After a big contract was signed, he got hurt, and it took a while to get healthy. Since then, he's got the old life in his legs, and his game has soared. 29 last night, shooting three-pointers like Mark Price. Bob Sir is not just scoring, he's stuffing the stat sheet, assists and steals, all kinds of stuff. On the other hand, Shawn Kemp has come under fire for coming to camp a bit too heavy and for not playing the high-flying game of past years. No less an expert than Magic Johnson talking about Shawn and the Cavs.
I think that once they really get to playing and really get going, and it's probably January, February, they're really going to be good. Shawn will be back where he should be, and the team will be rolling. They're pointing in the right direction. They got some great draft picks out of the draft, and they're playing well. So more power to them.
All right, JT, we got a little problem here, all right?
It's magic time. That might be a new catchy phrase that kids will use to tell their parents in Cleveland, let's go to the movies. I'm talking the Magic Johnson movies. Irvin Magic Johnson, a former NBA star, opened up a new 12 Cinemaplex theater at the Randall Park Mall today, and yours truly was the MC. Johnson is one of the top young business minds in the country, and this latest venture in Cleveland is just another example of how business smart he is. Today, I was able to spend some time with the Magic Man, who won 5 NBA titles with the Lakers, as well as an Olympic gold medal. We talk basketball, and we still talk Showtime. We've seen you do the Showtime on the court, and now you've got the movie theater. So are we going to see you on the big screen? That's the next big thing.
Well, I think it's the next thing, but I'm not really interested in being in the movies, really. I love owning the movies. I love making a movie and owning it and letting somebody else play in it.
And other than owning a theater like the opening of the new Magic Johnson Theater at Randall Park Mall, Johnson has ventured out to producing and making movies himself. One project he's very proud of, a TNT project, Passing Glory.
We want to do more projects like that as well as other projects. I like to just do good quality stuff. And as long as there's some quality scripts out there, and we already know it's great acting out there, so I'll continue to do projects like that.
When you think about these projects, now that you're the married man, it's Cookie, and it's a little Irvin, and you got a teenage son, do you think about how you're going to be as a parent explaining to your little ones, and even your older son, about this movie? I know all of a sudden you change as far as how you look at a movie and the importance of it.
Well, Ronnie, no question about it. You not only how I look at a movie, what movie I'm going to play in the theaters, what movies I'm going to make with my production company, because it all reflects them, you know, and it all comes back to them. And if Dad is making these crazy movies, then they think it's okay to go watch them and go act that particular way. And so, I have to be accountable for everything that I do. And because of Cookie and my 3 kids, I have to watch what I do and what I say and how I do it as well.
Let me ask you this. Let's talk about sports. You're at the game last night.
Yes.
Now, you saw Shawn Kemp. You and I saw him. Shawn Kemp is still a very talented player.
Oh, no question.
But obviously, when you looked at his conditioning, you said to yourself, some questions.
Yeah, because it's not the Shawn Kemp I know. And Shawn is a good friend of mine. I mean, we go way back from when he first came into the league. And I know Shawn if he drops to 20 or whatever pounds, I don't know how much he's overweight, can be an all-star again. And I know he's feeling disappointed about his weight right now, especially everybody's talking about it. And the more Sean is effective, the better the team will be. And so I know he's taking it personally, and he wants to get back. So now he has to now buckle down, watch what he eats, get proper rest, and be the all-star that he's capable of being.
How about that? Magic Johnson, I'll have more on him tomorrow at 10 o'clock right here on Sports Extra. Well,
got popcorn, and they've got the tickets.
They certainly do. And then it was showtime at the new Magic Johnson Theater at Randall Park Mall. The brand new state-of-the-art theater opened yesterday evening to a packed crowd. Johnson's empire is now reportedly worth more than $200 million, with theaters, restaurants, a bank, and a production company. He says he wants pro players to follow his footsteps.
To say, look, you're making this type of money, now invest it. But invest it in our community, because your return is going to be high.
The Randall Park Mall Theater will employ 100 workers. Johnson expects to open even more movie theaters across the country.
To the side, make it look good for the brothers. Anyway, Cavs taking on, of course, the Indiana Pacers tonight, trying to keep pace with the Pacers. We talked about Millennium Night. How about the Cavs? Everyone is wondering whether or not Bobby Sura can come back and do what he did the last time out. He had 29 points. He was three-point crazy. Cavs beat the Chicago Bulls, and they did it in great fashion. But the other night, I had an opportunity to sit down with Irvin Magic Johnson. Didn't have my hockey gear on. However, we started talking basketball. We talked about the Cavaliers. He says he likes Big Z. He likes Sean. But if everybody comes in place, the Cavaliers are going to be great.
With a Sean Kemp that is back to his all-star playing days, with Sir, with a Knight, with everybody playing and being on the same page, but also with a Randy Whitman who is now have them push the ball up and down the court. They're going to not only be good, but they're going to be exciting.
Don't forget, you can catch the Cavs and the Pacers tonight on our sister station, Channel 43. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to sit down and talk with Magic Johnson. I showed you some of that interview. Well, Magic and I talk more. And you know what? He loves the new-look Cavaliers, especially if Zadrunas can come back, and he likes boxing, too. Listen.
I love him because he adds a dimension to the Cavs that a lot of teams don't have. He can go inside, outside, a big man that can run the floor. He can pass the basketball, and he can take up space. Okay. And I think with him and with a Sean Kemp that is back to his all-star playing days, with Sir, with a Knight, with everybody playing and being on the same page, but also with a Randy Whitman who is now have them push the ball up and down the court. They're going to not only be good, but they're going to be exciting. And the fans will now come back out.
Magic Johnson has also dipped into the boxing business. And one guy who he's very proud of and would like to be a part of is Mike Tyson.
A lot of people don't recognize this is a good kid.
No question about it.
He's just been misled.
Yes.
He has good intentions.
Yes.
When you look at his career and you love boxing, can he reemerge as a heavyweight champion of the world? And better yet, can he beat Lennox Lewis?
Mike Tyson is the only one out there that can beat Lennox Lewis, because Mike Tyson can get up under him like nobody else can. And that's the way you beat Lennox Lewis. Mike is a good kid. Mike has been misled. He also hasn't had the proper people around him that had his best interests. That can say, Mike, maybe this is a wrong decision. Maybe you should do it like this. And he'll listen. He needs people that he respects around him, too, as well. And so I'm still in I go to every Mike Tyson fight. I'm for Mike Tyson. I will be for Mike Tyson. And I know that he's going to turn this around, and I can't wait till he faces Lennox Lewis, and mark my words, Mike Tyson is going to beat Lennox Lewis.
All right, we know you know a lot about movies.
Randall Park Mall is now home to the Magic Johnson Theaters. Last Thursday, the theater opened with all the pomp and circumstance you would expect from the Magic Man. But we sent News Channel 5's Tony Gaskins to find out how a new theater translates into new interest in spending at the mall. Tony, what are you finding out there?
Well, Rosie, as you probably know, a lot of malls around the area are sprucing up their image, not just for the holidays, but to attract new customers year-round. And the Randall Park Mall is banking on Magic Johnson to help them do that here at the Randall Park Mall. The theater opened Thursday, and mall management hopes many coming here to see a movie will stick around and become shoppers as well. Magic Johnson expects to sell about 1 million tickets next year. Management at the mall says the mall is in need of a major revitalization. They've added 20 new stores so far and believe this theater can help work some magic into the bottom line. So, Rosie, time will tell. The theaters also are operating in L.A., Houston, and Atlanta, where they are supposedly doing very well. And management here hopes that that's the case here, too.
Yeah, they've been able to come through a lot of neighborhoods and do a lot of revitalization.
Certainly.
All right, thanks a lot. Tony Gaskins reporting live this afternoon. All right.